Ever wonder why you should buy an old classic affordable sports car? Alright, so everyone thinks that you need a brand new luxurious sports sedan with these high horsepower numbers to enjoy the thrill of a sports car. But today I'm here with my buddy James with his 1985 Toyota Celica Supra. Why don't you tell us something about it?
Alright, I'll start with the story of the car. I got this on Facebook Marketplace for $5,600. It was abandoned in Brooklyn for 10 years originally, and clearly had a rough time while it was in Brooklyn, but the car was given to the seller, who was a friend of the previous owner, and he was like, listen, I'm not interested in the car anymore, just take it, do whatever you want to do to it, and he decided to sell it. It originally came with 4-speed automatic transmission. It had factory LSD and just random tires, honestly.
So James, you were telling me you've done some stuff to it, right?
Yes, I have.
So why don't you show us some of the stuff you've done to it?
So the car comes stock with a 5MGE. It's an inline 6 iron block, dual overhead cam, aluminum cylinder heads, pretty much first of its generation. It actually was one of the first cars Toyota made that was electronically fuel injected. I have a couple things done to the car. I tuned it. I put a full exhaust. I did some emissions delete, like catalytic converter, EGR, and full custom exhaust.
Well, before you get into the custom exhaust, it looks a little different in the interior. Why don't you talk about that real quick?
So the car originally came with a 4-speed automatic transmission, but I didn't really like that. So I swapped in the much superior W58 5-speed manual transmission that was used in every naturally aspirated version of the Toyota Supra, pretty much from the Mark I. And the gains that I got from this is insane.
All right, so as James said in the beginning of the video, affordability is one reason why I think that you should get a classic car, right? He paid $5,800 for it. It's in pretty decent condition mechanically, right? He told me he's got to redo the paint a little bit, right? All that stuff can be fixed up with a couple bucks and some elbow grease. Now, another thing I think we should talk about is the modability. You can get aftermarket rims. You could do all different stuff to the engine bay. You can even add a turbo, as a lot of people do. Exhaust. As we're going to show you later in the video, he did the manual swap. It's enough out of me talking about the car. Why don't I pass it over to James, the actual owner of the car, and why he thinks you should get a classic car over one of these modern day technology cars. So James, why don't you tell us why you bought this car?
I loved the look of these classic Supras. I work at a Ford dealership. I'm an auto technician, so I get to drive a lot of the modern cars, so especially the new Mustangs, 6 speeds, yada yada. They don't give the raw experience of the car. It's very electronic. There's things that are done for you. You have auto rev match, drive-by-wire. You have just a heavy car. This is very lightweight. You do everything yourself. It's just, you feel like the car is an extension of your body. It doesn't feel like something is controlling the car. You get what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. All right, stick around to the end of the video because James is actually going to get a ride in my 2023 Hyundai Elantra N to see if modern technology compares to the old raw technology. Stay tuned. But in the meantime, James is going to take us for a ride in his car. When you bought the car, were you like, I'm gonna make this a manual off the bat, or?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I love the look of the car,
Yeah.
and I actually love the price.
Yeah.
Originally asking for 72, but talked down to 56, and the miles were great too. I bought it at 63,000 original miles on the engines and trans.
Yeah.
Of course, things were broken. When I got the car, the alternator was dead. I found that out the hard way. At night, as soon as I put my headlights up, the car started to die out. Another problem is the belts were bad. I thought I was told they were replaced. The belt ended up snapping on me. Took the water pump with it. I guess the original fuel pump went bad because they replaced it. And they put a much smaller one. It was very cheap. Hose popped right off. Fuel pump killed itself.
Really?
So I put a much bigger fuel pump rated for E85.
Is that future plan E85?
Yes, I am gonna do E85. I'm gonna do flex fuel.
Okay.
I'm actually also gonna do a lot of things.
Yeah. We'll have to come back when you do a lot of it. And we'll have to get an update.
Hell yeah.
So now James is gonna get a ride in my 2023 Hyundai Elantra N to see what he thinks about it. You could adjust the seat if you want.
I can. Oh, it's manual.
Yeah.
I love manual.
Because race car.
Race car thing, yeah.
All right, let's get in. All right, James just got in the car. Let's go for a little drive. It's your first time.
Yeah, this is my first time in this car. I've seen it many recording.
It almost feels like you've been in it.
Yeah, almost.
All right. It has active G meter and everything.
Really? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yo.
Avoiding these potholes like Mario Kart.
Alright, so right now we're gonna launch the car for you.
Why did you decide? The brakes are fantastic. Oh my god.
And that was me manually shifting. It's just faster.
Yeah, I saw that was cool. Yeah.
All right, so oh, there's a median there. Yeah, there's a speed camera that way at the beach.
Yeah, it's right there. There's also one right there. This is where I work, right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
So far, what's the thoughts on the Elantra?
It kind of feels like an Asian German car.
Yeah.
You know, like Asian cars have their thing lightweight.
Yeah, the Korean.
You don't need much horsepower. Yeah, 'cause it's Korean. Has the same.
Yeah, that's what the whole feel. It's like people, like it just feels like you said, Korean, German car. You can change everything. It's like so much tech and.
Yeah, it has a lot of tech like a BMW. It's like, oh my
God.
Oh my god. You didn't need to do all that, bro. Oh my You're having too much fun with this. So you said there's 290 foot-pounds of torque?
290 foot-pounds of torque, yeah.
And how much horsepower? 280, I'm guessing?
So, yeah, funny you say that. So basically, they quote 276, 286 with the DCT model, which this has, because the NGS gives it 10 extra horsepower for 20 seconds with a 40-second cooldown. But from the factory, and that's with running 93, and that the car's octane learn. Now, if you have octane learn, whatever, have the whole thing done, and people have dynoed it from the factory, and they hit 273 at the wheel.
Wow.
So, just like BMW lies, Hyundai lied. And obviously, you were talking about the handling before. It just now I got the cameraman back in the back seat. I feel bad for him because,
dude, I probably captured all of that.
there's no bolstered seats in the back. Well, they're bolstered, but not as.
No, these bolstered seats, I'm crazy.
Dude, I probably got like a seatbelt burn, bro.
Oh my god! But yeah, even the shifts are immediate.
Wow, really high revs. It's nice how you get all of this from factory, though.
Yeah.
Because usually you have to build a car to be like this.
Your thoughts on as driving, I guess, an older car? What is your thoughts on driving a new car?
Now, can I have
modern
only,
tech?
I can only have one. I mean, do I have to choose one or the other?
You don't have to, but like, what are your thoughts on it?
Thoughts? I feel like I want this car. Just the interior. I love the steering wheel. The way that the dash is, how it's one big screen.
Yeah.
I love how it monitors everything. You don't have to have like a bunch of gauges or clusters. You just have the one screen that tells you everything that you need to know. The brakes are powerful. The car feels very rigid. Front wheel drive, it doesn't have much understeer. I love to know how they fix that. I really want to know that. But even the look of the car, the lightweight, the power that you get, the sound, stock, burble pop.
But all right, so you heard it from him. That's what he thought. But yeah. What do you guys think of this Mark II Toyota Celica Supra? My buddy James is actually open to your guys' opinion down below. Like he said, he's got a lot of mods coming. Just to list a few: tints, turbo. We'll leave it at that. He did the manual swap, but drop a comment down below. He wants to know. But other than that, it's been Andrew, and I gotta go.